10K to let it come see it. Me and them, yeah, make it come treat it. Me and make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
Pretty and paid. Pretty and paid. Ayy. Y'all know I'm coming. I don't want to clarify. Keep up.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he is going to have the Giants 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A 1st down carry for Barkley. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give all the credit to the defense there. Very disciplined in their approach. Never allowed a cutback lane, which was exactly what he was looking for. They end up forcing him out of bounds for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 36-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tay Crowder able to make the play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They complete it to Hill. And they're going
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
a chain of game. When the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Rock.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Rams. Changed since these two met in Super Bowl 34, and off we go between the Rams and Titans. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Tannehill. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They snap it to Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. A 1st down carry for Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Henry again on 2nd down. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play in this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Woods, the receiver, in motion right. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Tannehill. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill check down here for Henry.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Intended for Tyler incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw, Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Henderson running straight ahead. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Stafford steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on the...
And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. On 2nd and a long way to go. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, it's Stafford. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 60...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
From the 27, Tannehill. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And this is going to be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple of scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, the return is Powell. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return up 10 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff, Henderson. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, it's Henderson. The tackle by Terrence Mitchell.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Stafford now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams are back within a score. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Elijah Molden. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Throwing on second down, Tannehill, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll try the right side with Henry. Down to about the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Woods, the receiver, in motion right. From the 45 on second down, Tannehill. Right side complete. That's Woods. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that route? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, a 23-yard run. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, the same pace.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
First and 10 at 31-yard line.
On the handoff, Henderson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he's got some space here. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit. Maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
A-Shot Robinson there on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd down and goal. Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are right back in this football game.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Stafford. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Throwing now, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 65 yards rushing for him down to this break. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams 24. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. What a run there. You got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Henry again on second down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And it'll be intercepted. Tanner Rapp with a pick. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to lock it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, this is the defender got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella final. Take off the false flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the Doge, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry out for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage, the market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burials, cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry out for us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim in my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Hold up. Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage. What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop